Plaintiff Darlene Jackson has been good friends with the defendant for 10 years. But the defendant is an out-of-control drunk who once hit Darlene in the head with a bottle when she was intoxicated. Darlene is suing because she claims the defendant crashed her car while driving drunk. Defendant Davida Respress says Darlene is known for blacking out when she drinks, and she has a terrible attitude. Davida insists Darlene is suing for more than she owes, and she's countersuing for emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Hi, me and Davida have been great friends for over 10 years now or better. We grew up together. We party together, we stay at each other's houses. Davida doesn't understand when she drinks, she gets out of control.
You haven't told her?
Yes, I have told her plenty of times.
Out of control, give me some examples.
Like when we're drinking, she doesn't think she's wrong about anything. She likes to argue and have physical altercations. For example, we had a physical altercation. She hit me in the head with a Hennessy bottle.
Why?
Because we were arguing, I was in the back seat, she was in the front. I must have said something that really offended her, and she turned around and just, boom, smacked me just like that. I actually have a picture of how I looked right after she hit me.
Some police or prosecutors could construe this as attempted murder.
Wow.
Yeah, if you do things to people and there's a chance that they can die from it, particularly a significant chance, that's attempted murder or attempted manslaughter. Wow, folks need to know that. You hit a person in the head with a hammer, you could get an attempted murder. You hit a person in the head with a Hennessy bottle, which is not too far away off from a hammer, the damage, you can get attempted murder. So what did happen? You didn't report your friend?
No, I didn't report her. Right. I didn't want her to go to jail.
Right.
No.
I understand.
I know. I didn't want to press charges on her. I love Davida. I still do. I didn't want to throw the friendship away.
Okay.
So.
Any other instances that are getting out of control? Because that was...
We argue a lot when she drinks. She gets very rowdy. We have had plenty of arguments.
Okay, do y'all try weed?
No, we don't smoke weed.
They don't do all that
I hear it's a calm drug.
Yeah, it's to calm you down. Yeah,
No,
alcohol
we
gets
haven't.
you drunk and out of control. You wreck cars, you hit people, you get violent,
Right.
and it tears up your organs. Get a little weed, just nod out, and then wake up, and you can't, and you can't remember anything because that hurts your memory cells. So where you want to go, your organs or your memory cells? Something gonna go, weed and alcohol. Neither one of them are very healthy for you, other than weed helps stop some types of pain. But both of them hurt something or another in your body, my belief and understanding. From personal experience as well.
Right.
Everything my teacher told me not to do been affecting me ever since. I used to flunk down in my chair like this every day in school, being cool.
Yeah. Right.
Teacher said, Gregory Mathis, you're gonna have a back problem when you grow up. I wear a back band every day, as you know. I had a band.
That's right.
I used to go to school, starting in 6th, 7th grade, and be higher than a kite. Your eyes red. Gregory Mathis, you keep smoking that stuff, you're not going to be able to remember anything when you get older. Can't remember a thing. Listen to your teachers. Go ahead, ma'am. You tell me what happened in terms of your relationship with her, and then we'll get to the car damages.
Well,
in your drunken ways, as she claims.
I knew her. We basically grew up together. She said, I'm rowdy. She blacks out. Her attitude sucks.
No, I do not
Her
black out.
attitude
She blacked
sucks.
out when she hit me with the Hennessy bottle, Your Honor.
It wasn't a Hennessy.
You will black out with a
blacked out.
Hennessy
She was-
bottle. Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
It wasn't
Absolutely.
It wasn't a Hennessy bottle. It was a small Remy bottle. And she only had to
Hennessy
get
Remy
stitches.
saw dirt.
And we
Ma'am,
fought it
let's
out.
not minimize that. Move on.
But,
So that was that one incident.
She blacks out. Her attitude sucks. Can't nobody tell her nothing. And if it's not her way, it's the highway.
You all argue often?
We argue all the time when we drink. Cause her attitude sucks. We all right when we not drinking, but when we drinking, you can't tell her nothing.
You got any weed on you? I know you smoke. I know that's your thing. You need to get them some of your weed, man.
But yeah.
Go ahead, ma'am. Tell me about this car damage.
May 3rd, we were out drinking at a party, drinking again. We were drinking at a party and I felt too intoxicated to drive. So I told her, let's hurry up and go to her house so I wouldn't have to be out driving. Let's party at your house. We ended up getting to her house. I fell asleep. So she decided to take my keys while she was drunk to go do whatever she was doing and crashed into a pole. I actually have pictures of the damages and the pole. Yes, she was drunk.
You all argue often?
We argue all the time when we drink. Cause her attitude sucks. We all right when we not drinking, but when we drinking, you can't tell her nothing.
You got any weed on you? I know you smoke. I know that's your thing. You need to get them some of your weed, man.
Defendant Davida Respress is being sued by her former friend, who claims Davida assaulted her with a bottle when she was drunk.
What type of conversation did you all have after that?
We had some arguments, Your Honor.
Thank you. About that?
About the car and the damages.
How soon after did you find out? I'm sorry, you may have said it.
While I was asleep, she woke me up and said, oh, it's just a $200 fix. My dad is going to pay you for it tomorrow. And I went outside and noticed the damages. And I'm like, you know, that's way more than $200 worth of
damages on this one.
No, that's when I first got the car.
All right, nice car.
Thank you. It was.
Nice Jeep. That's horrible. All right, so what was the discussion about repayment or paying for the damages?
She said she was going to pay for it. I have text messages her saying that she was going to pay me for it.
You tell me what happened then, ma'am.
Okay, after I wrecked her car, I came to my house and I told her about it. The next day, she had came to my house. We talked it out as an adult, face to face, and I apologized to her sincerely. Like, I admit I was wrong, and I told her, I can't give it to you all, but I can give you payments on how much the damages is. And she went and got an estimate, and I told her, you know, just call me when you get the estimate and let me know how much it is. So she gave me the estimate and she told me how much it was. But then several weeks later, she texted me and said she found a guy that can do it for $2,200. And I said, okay, that's even better. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I can give you payments as soon as I start working.
All right. Ma'am, her defense sounds like her only defense, because she's agreeing she owes you, is that you all agreed on $2,200. And how much do you say you all agreed on?
Well, I went and got that estimate, and then after I knew she wouldn't be able to pay me right away, so I went and got another estimate, but it wasn't on paperwork, and he did say $2,200. But then the guy, my dog bit him in the face, so he told me not to come back on his premises, so I just didn't go back. I did tell her it was $2,200.
Why did you take your dog anyway? That's the first thing. Why would you get your dog out the car, your dangerous, vicious dog?
In my defense,
what, you trying to get a lower price?
No.
That's a good idea.
In my defense,
that's a
he
good
walked up to my car and pet my dog without any recognition. He's a pit bull. You don't do that.
He put his hand inside? Or?
Yes, he put his hand in my car and pet my dog. And my dog bit him.
Yeah, you don't want your car fixed by him.
No, he told me not to come back.
If he has that little common sense. Did you go anywhere else then?
No, I didn't go anywhere else.
Because having seen that someone would do it for $2,200, how much are you asking? You're asking her to pay $3,500 for something that someone else gave you an estimate of $2,200. And how much is the car valued at?
It was valued about $4,500.
Okay. Yes. You had something else?
Yes. I did tell her it was $2,200. I was being lenient with her because I wanted it to be affordable for her. But when I got on social media, she was out partying, drinking again, living her best life. So I said, oh, she's not worried about paying me right now, so I might as well go ahead
she had a party.
With the full price. You know, she didn't care about me.
I texted her and told her that my orientation and stuff is Thursday and Friday. And you know, once you go through that, it's a background check. So it's a process.
Alcoholics Anonymous? Orientation?
No, it's for my job.
Oh.
For my job. Okay. Once I started working, I said I was gonna give her the payments. And
but you were out partying.
Her car is worth only $2,867.
Let me see that. I know you didn't tell me this, ma'am, and she has something that's gonna show me that. You show me something saying what you allege.
The 45.
He didn't give me that paperwork. He told me that right off head.
He told you the value
told me
of
right
your
off
car?
head.
He
Yes,
told
he
you the
did.
value of
Yes,
your
he
car?
did.
All
Yes,
right.
he did, Your Honor.
And he was wrong. I'm looking at the value here, and we're gonna have to stick with the price you all agreed on, and that's $2,200. And your counterclaim for $2,000 for emotional distress. What did she do to you?
Emotional distress, because after I wrecked her car, she came to my house and we talked it out and I agreed on the payments and I sincerely apologized to her. But after that, it's been family and friends coming up to me saying, oh, you know you wrong for wrecking her car. After I admitted to saying, okay, I know I wrecked your car and I was wrong and I'm sincerely sorry. But she going on social media, you know, saying whatever. I'm not her Facebook friend. I deleted her as a friend right after I wrecked her car. She said, I'm rowdy. She blacks out. Her attitude sucks.
No, I do not.
Her
black out.
attitude
She blacked
sucks.
out when she hit me with the Hennessy bottle, Your Honor.
It wasn't a
Yeah,
Hennessy.
you will black out with a
blacked out.
Hennessy
She was-
bottle. Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
It wasn't.
Absolutely.
It
No.
wasn't a Hennessy bottle. It was a small Remy bottle.
Defendant Davita Respress is being sued by her former friend, who claims Davita assaulted her with a bottle when she was drunk.
Why do you think she should pay you $2,000? Because she told people?
Yeah, and because it's causing me stress after I told her I was going
By
to give
telling
her
people?
after I told her I was going to give her payments, and we talked it out.
Okay, you signed a confidentiality statement that you all wouldn't tell anyone? No. Did you sign a non-disclosure agreement saying that you wouldn't tell anyone?
No.
So she can tell anybody anything she wants about the factual occurrence with the damage to her car. She has that right, unless you had her agree to not tell anyone anything. She can yell it to the rooftop. She can post it every day. She can tell anybody she wants. Go ahead and say it. A million people will hear you today.
We float around mutual friends. Like I said, we grew up together. So if they did ask me, we all hang together. I'm not telling a lie, am I, Davita?
No.
Exactly. So if
and
they can know.
You have a right to do it. I'm sure,
Right.
like you said, as a friend, you're only telling mutual friends. And you know how mutual friends gossip, even men. Let me and my buddies find out something about each other. We call another one immediately. All right, judgment for the plaintiff for $2,200. Your claim is dismissed for emotional distress. Have a good day.
No, I'm fine. I just want her to understand the seriousness of her actions while she's drinking, you know. I'm good with my judgment. I'm fine with that.
I have nothing to say.
Plaintiff Michael Marshinky says he and the defendant, his sister, grew up in an abusive household. And as a result, the defendant became a promiscuous drug addict. Michael is suing his sister for unreturned property and a damaged laptop. Defendant Chelsea Marshinky says Michael thrives on drama, and he's called the police on her numerous times, including once when she hit his toe with a door. Chelsea denies owing Michael for anything.
Start with you.
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor, that it has to come to this day. I love my sister with all my heart. It's just that we grew up in a abusive household where my sister ended up turning down the wrong path, and
As a result of the abuse you suspect?
yes,
Okay.
she started.
That's not unusual. Mhm.
She started being promiscuous and using, as far as I know, crack and meth. But
At what age did that start?
I want to say 16, 17.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Right. And how has it been since that time? She still lived a destructive life ever since then and still is?
Yeah, as of right now, I haven't had much contact with her for the last couple months since this case has been issued.
But prior to a couple of months ago, she was still getting high, to your knowledge?
I think the last time was around her birthday, which was in September of last year.
How you know?
Because My grandma.
You there celebrating with her?
No.
Well, how do you know?
My sister has contact with my mother, which I don't have contact with my mom.
Your mother was there? No, I'm just kidding. She told your mother?
She tells my mother a lot more than my grandmother.
She tells your mother, I smoked a little crack, mama.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't believe that. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, first, let me start off. My brother.
You know, if you can tell your mother, you definitely can tell me. Go ahead.
My brother thrives on drama. He calls the cops all the time because if things don't go his way, he tries to threaten the cops or suing you in order to get his way.
About what?
Anything.
Typically.
He doesn't matter. He has called the cops on me for shutting the bathroom door and it hit his toe. So the cops came and...
Is that true, sir?
In a way, yes.
That's true in a way? You the one smoking crack then. Go ahead, man. I'm talking about she smoking crack and you calling the police about stubbing your toe. Go ahead.
She slammed my...
Be quiet.
Okay.
He called the cops on my brother, filed the restraining
For
order.
what?
He called my brother the N-word, and the cops ended up getting called because my brother didn't agree with that, so ended up...
He didn't agree with it, huh?
So I ended up putting his
it.
hands on my brother, so my brother called the cops. There was a police report filed. Then he went down to the courthouse to file for a restraining order. My brother was going to college, was starting his first week of college, just got a job. It was the assistant manager, got promoted. So then my brother had to drop out of college because he didn't have a place to go, which, Your Honor, my brother was a temporary guest at that time because he had just been kicked out of his apartment. He had just got out of jail. So
What was he in jail for?
I don't want to go into
Everything she says, sir, sound like you're the dope fiend instead of her. Everything she's just said points to you as the crackhead.
She's not being honest about a lot of things.
What?
She was just under...
What? Did you get into it with your brother and have a restraining order?
He physically choked me and slapped me and punched me.
You have that police report?
I don't... I mean...
Is that what happened, ma'am?
I don't know about that. My brother even...
Is that what you were told? The college boy, did he slap and choke the crackhead? Because if that, I don't care, he can smoke all the crack he want. But the college boy did the crackhead wrong if that's what happened.
I think it was after he had called my brother the N-word that he ended up slapping him a couple times.
Hey, I've been called the N-word, but I can't do all that.
I agree
go
with
to
that.
jail.
Grew up in an abusive household where my sister ended up turning down the wrong path. She started being promiscuous and using crack and meth, but...
At what age did that start?
I want to say 16, 17.
Okay.
Defendant Chelsea Marshinki is being sued by her brother, who claims as a result of their abusive upbringing, Chelsea became a promiscuous drug addict.
Well, let's get to the damaged laptop and the unreturned property, because at this point, I don't know who is what in terms of these drugs.
All right. Basically, my sister last year was dating this. He was involved in drugs.
There you go. What type was he involved in?
He was in meth. He was involved in meth.
Meth. Okay. Go ahead.
My sister's boyfriend was in drug treatment at the time. He was in a group home.
Good.
But he wasn't really being sober in the group home. But I had lent my sister an Xbox One that had. I'd given them approximately 10 games to go along with it. He had asked about it, but they were supposed to be responsible for it. And it was left in her trunk of her car, which she told me that it was stolen. But because of her lying boyfriend, I don't know if he went and pawned it or if they pawned it together, because I later found out that they had been doing meth, and she had said that he forced her to do meth with her.
Okay. Ma'am, what do you say to this?
The Xbox One was not borrowed to me. It was borrowed to my ex-boyfriend, who was in a
Go
sober
ahead
living
with this
place.
speech. Go ahead. He was loaned to him and somebody else stole it, so neither you or your boyfriend should be responsible. Or, this is a good one, my boyfriend stole it, so I didn't know anything about it, so he should be suing my boyfriend, right?
No.
You tell me then.
I was 9 months pregnant at the time, getting ready for my son to be born. Since he was in a sober living place, he had a curfew. So he didn't take the Xbox One out of my trunk. My stroller, my diaper bag, and his Xbox One were all in the trunk. I don't know how it happened, but the trunk was broken into, my diaper bag was stolen, and with everything in it, and his Xbox One. I had informed him of it. He had said it was all good. He wasn't asking for any money back.
How long after it occurred did you inform him of it?
I don't know exactly.
It was like 2
how
days.
long.
Hold on, sir. Pardon? You don't know?
I don't know exactly.
Why wouldn't
how
you
long
tell
it
him
was after.
immediately?
I guess I didn't know how to approach the situation. I mean,
Oh, you knew 2 days later, though?
it was my ex-boyfriend who had told him that the Xbox was stolen out of the car because he was the one that was borrowing it. I don't.
Okay.
But I do have voicemails saying that he had called it all good. I have the transcript and I have the voicemail.
I'm saying what?
That he was not asking for any cash for the Xbox. He was not asking for
That's
any
not
money
the
back
issue
for it.
right now. We're going to determine what he wants today based on who is responsible, unless he said, you don't have to pay me anything for what has happened to my items. So, who called you and how long after it occurred were you notified?
They were actually helping me move, and that's when her boyfriend had told me that it was stolen. She didn't have the guts to tell me that it was stolen out
When
of
did he
her
tell
car.
you it had been stolen?
It was like approximately like 3 or 4 days after it.
Okay, so he told you 3 or 4 days later, hey, your stuff has been stolen. And did he tell you how it was stolen?
She's the one that told me the details about how it was stolen.
He didn't?
And, no, because
He's the one that first told you. Why didn't you say to
said that it
him,
was-
what happened to my things, man?
I mean,
Man just tell you your stuff was stolen. Okay.
I asked my sister how it was stolen.
Did she tell you how she believed it happened?
She left the trunk, the back hatch unlocked.
Is that true or
Your
not?
Honor, this is incorrect. I did not leave the hatch open. There's no way to do
And
it
you
on a
told
viewer's
him
favor.
immediately they stole it out of the trunk.
Correct.
That's what you told him?
Correct.
All right, good enough. And it makes a difference as to how that occurred, because if she had admitted that she left it unlocked, that's negligence. If the trunk was broken into legitimately, she's a third-party victim. So she's not responsible because she's a victim of a crime.
All right.
Just like you're the victim of a crime. They stole your stuff and they stole it from her at the same time. Okay. So you have to convince me that it was someone else that took it. And were there any discussions regarding that later on? Did she file a police report? Did you ask her to file a police report?
I called them and they told me I needed
I know you called them police in a minute. Huh? Go ahead.
They said I needed a serial number for the Xbox, so I went to the pawn shop and they had. That's where I
How
bought
about for
it.
the other things?
I didn't. Like that was her things, so I couldn't file a police report because they weren't mine. So I wasn't worried about her items.
All right, and you weren't either?
I did not file a police report.
But did you know of him filing one?
When we had told him, we had asked him if he wanted to file a police report because I was willing to talk to the cops and give a statement and explain what happened.
He said no?
He said he would look into it.
Defendant Chelsea Marshinki is being sued by her brother, who claims as a result of their abusive upbringing, Chelsea became a promiscuous drug addict.
Okay, was there any agreements on who to pay for this? You all are giving me very confusing answers here.
Well, there's another matter too of a laptop that was broken.
Okay. How did that happen?
Her and her boyfriend, that was the meth head, had gotten into a fight, and her boyfriend was the one that told me that the laptop was broken approximately a week beforehand. So she again never told me about the laptop being broken, and I have pictures of the laptop being.
Ma'am, what happened here?
This laptop he had the laptop, didn't use it. He had 2 laptops. There was no power cord to it. It was just at my grandparents' house. So I had used it. I had bought a power cord for it. The screen cracked on it. I'll agree, not because of anger issues. There was something in the crack and I was trying to get it out of the crack, and then the screen
There was
cracked.
crack in there.
No, like on the screen.
You really in bad shape. What?
On the screen, it was just like a crumb or something that was stuck in the screen. Cracked. It does not
Okay,
affect
do you
it.
think you're responsible?
I admit that I'm responsible for.
Okay, so you don't have a defense to that. Then have you paid him for it?
I have not. There was no agreement on how to pay him. Like, he is.
How to pay him?
I mean, not like
No agreement on how to pay him,
he
ma'am.
was
You are
saying-
stumbling around way too much looking for a defense, and you haven't found one. I've given you several opportunities. Now you're stumbling around and just reaching for things. Judgment for the plaintiff, $766. Have a good day. Judgment for the
you.
plaintiff.
I just want this to be over with. I love her no matter what. She's my sister. Can't change that.
It's over. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to my kids. There's no relationship here. This is the type of person you are. You're the type who wants to give gifts and then you take them back because that's just who you are. And I'm sick of your gifts and I'm sick of everything. Just don't. I don't care.
Plaintiff Kat Alexandros rented a room in the defendant's home, and soon after Kat moved in, he realized the defendant was a drunk. Kat claims the defendant once downed a bottle of vodka before a job interview, and Kat suing for a rent refund, a security deposit, and an illegal eviction. Defendant Carla Cabil says things with Kat were good at first, but he soon started acting strange. Carla claims she was forced to put cowbells on all of her doors because Kat was constantly sneaking around the house. And she's countersuing because she claims Kat vandalized her car.
Start with you.
So, just to be clear, I am gender non-binary. So
What's that?
Gender non-binary.
Gender
Binary.
Binary. That's the first time I ever heard that term. And you don't identify as a man or a woman.
No.
That's what that is.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's the education we all needed. Thank you. All right, so tell me how you know the defendant.
So I met them on Craigslist. It seemed pretty normal at first, so we, whenever I got to move in, it seemed that she was drunk. She had down a bottle of vodka at that point, getting ready for her job interview at 2.
Was she interviewing for a job at the bar? Because if so, she prepared correctly.
She would have, but she was interviewing for a housing development. She accidentally called the people that she was having the interview before the time and was belligerent and drunk, and she ended up not getting the interview, obviously, not getting the job.
Okay.
Obviously.
What other experiences did you observe while you were there that you thought was odd or destructive?
Well, it's kind of every single day she was drinking about a bottle of vodka.
All right. So you believe she was an alcoholic or
yes.
is? All right.
Yeah,
anything she did during those drunken times?
She was always crying or praying. That was the only 2 things that she ever did. Was
and take her a nip
pray.
every now and then. Ooh. Did she pray more than she drank? You don't know, do you? She prayed more than she drank?
Yeah.
Well, man. Let me get some background on you, man. You tell me what you want me to know. I thought you were the devil. Man, say you praying all the time.
First of all,
Just take your nip in between.
I don't drink vodka. First of all, I don't drink vodka.
What you drink?
I drink rum. We had a good time when he moved in. We had great conversation. After he moved in, he started acting weird. When he'd come in the house, he'd come in and he'd go over on the side of the TV, then he'd go over aside the wall and walk into his room and close his door. When he comes out, he'll go over the TV, he'll go behind the wall and walk out the door. He wakes up at 6:30 in the morning, my son's on the couch. He goes to the side of the wall, he goes to the side of the TV, he sits down next to my son watching TV at 6:30 in the morning, watching cartoons while my son was asleep. He had 10 cigarette lighters on his bed. He's on something. We don't have no candles in the room. The lights are on. Why does he need 10 cigarette lighters?
You smoke crack?
No.
He's smoking something with 10 lighters.
Crystal, man?
The lights are on.
Weed don't make you do all that. Did you do that? Maybe I should just ask first. She's making that entire scenario up?
Plaintiff Kat Alexandros is suing his former roommate, who claims Kat vandalized her car.
Were there any complaints going back and forth?
Sir, I had to put cowbells on all my doors to know that he's coming in. Every door had a bell in it because I was uncomfortable in my house because he'll sneak inside of my house. He wouldn't speak to me. He wouldn't conversate with me.
What do you mean sneak? Didn't he?
He'd go
Wasn't he a
beside the
resident?
Yeah, but there was his house.
Sneaking
Yeah,
around
he'd go
in
like
the
this, he'd
house.
go like
Okay, I
this to
thought you
get
say
inside the
sneak
house.
in. You said sneak.
And
You're talking
he'd
sneak
go back
around.
out, and I put
Got
cowbells
it.
on all the doors to know that he's coming in the
I
house.
thought you meant coming in from the outside.
Outside and inside, he
Sneaking.
does that.
All right.
You know, I felt like he was a stranger, and he's over there acting like he's a wounded deer, but he has a bad side of him. That's why he vandalized my car.
All right. And did you complain about his behavior?
I asked him why was he doing that. That's
And
why I
what'd
put
he
the
say?
cowbells on. He doesn't talk.
All right. And
She doesn't talk.
And secondly, with regard to your drinking, did he ever complain to you?
No, sir, he did
All
not.
right. Let's move on then. How does she owe you for rent, a deposit, and an illegal eviction? Tell me what happened.
So whenever I moved in, it was like late February. We agreed on a $650 rent and a $350 security deposit. I told her that I'd be able to pay the rent, but the security deposit, I just had to pay the half of it for now and the rest by the end of the month. So I did that, and throughout my stay there, she would always say, well, I need the money now. I need to put it towards my rent.
Now as in when?
She started on the 15th.
And what would she say?
She said that you either need to pay it now or get out.
Okay, and did you?
No, I told her you need to give me a 30 days notice if you want me to move out. But
That's
then
if
she
you
changed-
answered, no, I don't intend to pay.
I
You
always
could have
intend
easily
to pay.
said, I intend to pay you, or I don't intend to pay you. Then there's no notices necessary.
Yeah.
So, did you intend to pay her?
Yes.
So
I
why
did.
didn't you tell her? Why didn't you say, there's no need to put me out. I'm going to pay you in 10 days? That'd have been the end of the month. But go ahead.
So I did say that I was going to pay, and I said by the end of the month. And if you
No,
feel
you
that,
said you told her you got to throw me out with an order. You said you got to give me a 30-day notice. You didn't say, that's not what you just told me you said to her. When she asked you for her rent and said that you have to pay her or you have to move, which is normal if you're renting somebody's place,
Yeah.
and your response to her was, yeah, give me a 30-day notice, a legal notification that you're going to evict me. And that suggests to a person that I'm not going to pay you. And what happened?
so another time during that, she said that I need to pay more.
No, let's resolve this first. You told her you were going to pay her, you say 2 weeks later, as is the regular due date, correct? And so when that came, did you pay her?
Yes.
Okay, and so that was out of the way for which months?
For March.
March?
Yeah, March.
What happened in April?
So April, she said that she needed another $500 for security deposit, or I need to move out on the 1st.
And what'd you say?
I said no.
What happened then?
After I paid her the full security deposit, she asked for another $100.
Okay, and you said no.
She asked for another
Another 100 or another 50, sorry.
another 500, and I said I can do
Just a
another
second
100.
ago, you told me 100. Your testimony is totally inconsistent. And what is that you're showing me, sir?
I have all my money orders.
That you paid her?
Yes.
All right, and that's the refund you want back?
Yes.
All right, for what months do you want the refund back?
I want the refund for April.
All right, when did you move out?
I moved out April 1st because she told me
Okay,
if I
and
didn't.
you had paid how much for April?
I paid $650.
Okay, and when you ask for your money back after moving out, what did she say?
She said no.
Did you give her 30-day notice?
She told me that if I did not leave on that day, she would have her son remove me.
Okay, and this represents what, sir? Because this comes nowhere near the amount what you're suing for. Absolutely does not. It's 1/3 of that at most. Do you have any other documents to show the amount you paid?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. The $650 you present me with was on February 27th for the month of March, and another $175 for the month of March, which obviously is the deposit. But you don't account for the $650 that you want back. This 650 was for March, and you lived there in March.
Plaintiff Kat Alexandros is suing his former roommate, who claims Kat vandalized her car.
Go ahead, ma'am. Let me hear from you.
Your Honor, we discussed $650 for deposit and $650 for the rent. No way am I going to ask anybody for half the deposit. I asked him for $650 as well. So he started quoting the law to me and telling me what I need to do within 30 days. He said, I want you to put a letter on my bed stating that you want me to leave. I said,
okay. Let's go back to the deposit. What did you say when he did not give you the balance of the deposit?
And I figured it's going to be a problem. I said, okay, well, you can pay me, at the end of the month, to the end of the month.
Got it. So you did give him an opportunity.
Yes, I did give him an opportunity to do it.
So where do we get to the 30 days? Why?
He started quoting the law to me, talking about, well, you have to give me 30 days and write a letter.
Had you asked him to move?
I told him right here, if he can't pay me, if he don't want to pay me.
Let's see that, please.
And my son states right here, my son didn't put him out. I said, my son wants to have a smooth transition at the bottom. I wanted my son there.
Okay. I'm reading her evidence regarding please plan to pay the rent for April 1st and to move out at the end of the month. Nothing personal. I decided to not have you as a roommate at this time. And then she says, please leave the key and take all of your belongings. My sons will be here for the smooth transition. You have the threat that you said her son made, or she made regarding her son? Do you have that? You don't have a threat?
She said that in person.
Pardon me?
She said that in person.
And here we have evidence
yes.
that she said her son wanted a smooth transition. Your counterclaim for car damages, how does he owe you for that?
Yes, because he damaged my car after I was contacted that we was coming to court, then my car was damaged. I have the estimate right here.
Do you have evidence that he did it?
I have a statement right here from my neighbor as well, and he also went to my leasing office and told them about me, asked questions about me. He had no right to do that, but he did go to my leasing office.
How does what you say relate to the car, him going to the leasing office?
Okay, because they saw him around the property.
The leasing office saw him around the car?
Around the office. My neighbor seen him around
the car.
No, not the leasing office.
Okay, so why are you telling me about the leasing office? That's totally irrelevant to the damages to your car.
Okay.
That's what I need to know about. You have something where the neighbor says, I saw him near the car.
Yes, sir.
Were you near her car at any time May 6th, if you can recall?
No, I was at work.
Here's a police report.
Okay. What time did it happen?
Like
did she say?
Between 2 and 3:30 in the morning.
All right, you worked 2 and 3:30 in the morning?
No, but I was home and I have evidence.
You said you were at work, sir. All right, I'm going to grant your judgment. All of your testimony has been either misleading or does not make sense, and I'm unable to rely on any of it. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yours is dismissed. Yours is granted. Bye.
I wish him the best of luck. God bless him.